The COVID-19 pandemic gave us a taste of a type of industrial crisis that may become more common in decades to come as a result of climate change. Crises in industrial production systems. Any given product requires coordination across large numbers of producers across the world. One enterprise's output is another enterprise's input, or it's something that workers absolutely need in order to be able to work, like childcare or schools. A microchip factory in China shuts down. Wheat is not sown in Ukraine. Record heat or drought severely limits agricultural output in California's Central Valley, for example. In our economies, nobody knows how those disruptions will ripple out throughout the world. Will we run out of toilet paper again? Baby formula? Will there be enough bread on supermarket shelves? Market economies may be particularly vulnerable to supply chain disruptions of this kind. This is due to a couple of reasons. First, there is typically no centralized knowledge of the structural interdependencies in an economy's industrial system. That makes it very difficult to anticipate and plan for the effects of any given disruption to production systems. Second, it's simply not profitable for enterprises to carry a lot of excess capacity or reserves or resources. So there are incentives in the system to keep inventories and other stocks of resources at a minimum. For example, when COVID-19 hit, private hospitals in the United States had little spare ICU capacity to deal with the early outbreak. Manufacturers had very small stocks of the resources they needed to continue producing cars, toilet paper, and other necessities. A third reason is that economic specialization often encourages geographical concentration in the production of certain things because it's profitable. This means that specific products are often made in one main place in the world. For example, if 2/3 of the world's microchips are produced in Taiwan, China by only 2 companies, anything that disrupts the economy on that small island can have truly destabilizing global effects. Capitalist competition tends to give rise to international production networks and systems that, while very profitable and potentially efficient, are not necessarily robust. They may not be able to withstand the kinds of supply disruptions we are likely to experience as the effects of climate change start to be felt. The pursuit of individual profit may come here at the expense of our social ability to weather the supply challenges of the next few decades. Some of us think that this calls for the development of industrial strategies by states and by multilateral organizations designed to make our supply systems more resilient, more robust. With this quick discussion on disruptions to supply systems out of the way, we can now turn to issues of aggregate demand and the contributions of John Maynard Keynes and Michael Kalecki.